All right, let's go, guys. Let's talk about some of the new stuff that LMR has. So if you're like me, you don't really know what you need until you start looking around. And a lot of times I just like to log on to different websites and look around and see what they've got. Today we're going to look at LMR and we'll see what they got going on. So if you'll go to 79 to 93 right here, click on that. Trending now. So they've got some pretty popular stuff. So they got some headlights and taillights and things like that. I'm starting to see some SN stuff, guys. Did you see that? First off, let's go to just added. This is what I like to look at. So they've got a new Ram clutch and, the King Cobra. So I see what they're doing here. So they're basically, if you guys don't know, the King Cobra clutch pretty much doesn't exist anymore. So I assume that Ram is kind of taking that over. And if that's the case, that's a really good clutch right there. I think that's the one that's actually in the red car. But I don't remember it being named King Cobra. So I don't know the deal there. Maybe you guys know what's going on with that. But regardless, that's pretty cool. Bell housing inspection plate for an AOD. And here's something interesting. The Corbeau 1-inch seat spacers. Let's check this out and see what that's about. Because I've actually had to use these before whenever I put aftermarket seats in the red car because they set too low. Now, here's the thing with Corbeau. Most of the time, your Corbeau seats in a Fox body are going to sit a little taller, so you may not need these for your application as far as Corbeau seats go, but they could definitely come in handy if you're putting like an 05 or newer type seat in your car because they do tend to sit a little lower, and this could definitely help you out. Let's look through here. Yeah, that's a pretty nice little deal there. So $20, you can't beat that. It keeps you from having to go to the store. Well, I guess $40 total if you needed both sides. So what else? So this was added last month. Got some new fuel injectors, 24-pound injectors, blower motor resistor. Some of you guys may need that. There's some stuff for you 4-eye guys. Actually from 85 to 04. So there's you some visor clips. I think they've had those. They may have been out of stock though. Now here's something once again that's very interesting to me. So 79 to 86 Mustang retro bright LED headlight. Let's look through this and see kind of what's going on. Okay, so this thing is completely manufactured with the LED in it. And it looks, I don't know if that's plastic or not, but it looks like it's definitely got some heat sinks going on there. That very well may be an option for you guys that want to switch over to LEDs. Oh, what was that? I hate to jump ahead, but let's back up. So I do want to look at those. Let's see if they're back here. Yep, there they are. Oh, I actually need that right there. So I need to actually go ahead and add that to my cart. Yeah, let's get that. Because mine is messed up. All these tabs break on these things. So that's good that they offer that as well. I think that's the first time I've seen that. Fox bodies are notorious for the tabs breaking off these things right there. That's cool. Okay, so motor shims. Now this is a big deal. I had to shim the engine on my car, but I had to use big washers and then cut slots in them just like this. And this is honestly an easier option. It's going to be made a lot better. I don't have to worry about the welds breaking on my shims that I had to weld up, or my washers I should say. But here's how it will look. So let's talk about situations where something like this may be needed. Aftermarket oil pans, things like that, sometimes they sit a little low, or you may just want to get your engine picked up for whatever reason. I actually had an issue where my sway bar was touching the bottom of my oil pan. So I don't know what the deal is with that, why that was happening, but my fix for it was this. But I had to make these shims. So this is pretty nice that they just offer these things for you. So it looks like they've got a new Yukon 8.8 traction lock rebuild kit. I don't think I used the Yukon last time. It may have been Strange or somebody. I can't remember. Now some of the stuff just may be back in stock or been out of stock for a while, so that may be why. Let's see. So some comp cams stuff. Yeah, cool. So there's a T56 wiring harness for you guys that need it. These are really handy over here. The Felpro oil pan snap-ups. These are handy if you're doing oil pans and things like that to keep them all lined up. Oil pan bolts. Cool. Headlight switch connector. I know a lot of us need that. Here's something right here. Look at this. Check this out. I know this is new. Okay, so for the longest, we haven't had this available to us in the 87 to 89. So this is your non-airbag cars. And if you look right here, you have that accordion style piece right here. And that's the piece that was really, really hard to find. But now you can get this in a whole kit. So you've got your diagram for your fuse panel. I love this. There it is. Yep, so you can get this whole freaking kit right here, and I need that. That's not bad. I mean, 90 bucks for all this stuff. That's pretty cool, because I know a lot of us are missing this piece because the tabs break, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. These tabs right here are notorious for breaking, and then you lose that accordion piece. So that's cool. Here's all the information right here if you guys want to pause and read it. So here's another option if you don't need all of that other stuff. Here's just your lower piece. What is this? Okay, so this is an Sve Radiator Fan Clutch, all of your clamps, hoses, shroud, $534. Okay. Increased cooling capacity. Let me see. That might be a good option for somebody who is, especially like if you're rebuilding a car and you don't have all of the stuff like we did with the Calypso would be a very good point here. You would need all this stuff, and it comes in one package. See, these packages like this are a lifesaver, because you don't want to be searching down all of these different bolts and everything individually, if it's even available to you. So this is nice to have in one package right here, and it'll save you a little bit of money if you buy it all at one time. There's just a radiator and some hoses, fuel tank. So this comes with the fuel tank and the 255 pump. What is this? What's different about this? What? Hold up. Hold up. That has got a boot on it, guys. That's a freaking boot. Yeah, 87 to 93. What? That's cool. Okay, I really like that. So our parking brake lever never came with a boot like this. It just had like two little rubber gaskets here. That's pretty awesome. I may have to order one of those. I wish they had a fix for the rattling parking brake. That's horrible. But anyway, with this you get your cup holders, you get your USB stuff right here. That's nice. I may have to give this a try. Cool. Never seen that before. Okay, so they got the gray and the black. Here's a coolant sensor. I didn't know they sold those. The Fox bodies are slowly becoming like the 60 and 70 model Mustangs, where you can get pretty much every nut and bolt for them. LMR's done a really good job of getting all that to us. See, I mean, check this out. You need AC compressor bracket, done. Try searching through all that stuff, because this type of stuff is really hard to find if you're needing it and you're trying to find it individually. You know how many people have asked me, hey man, do you have an air conditioner bracket or an alternator bracket? And LMR sells all that stuff, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that's pretty much all the new stuff that's just been released recently. But let's look through. I want to look at some of the engine stuff that they have here. See if anything stands out to me. Let's see the cylinder head situation with LMR. See if they've got anything else back in stock as of this video, by the way, guys. So your AFR 165s are out of stock. What's the difference here? Pedestal mount. Okay, so your pedestal mount heads are, but your stud mount are in stock. So they have some of those. Low stock, low stock. 205 Renegades. Nice. Cool. Looks like they've got some heads in stock. The Trick Flow 11R 170s are out of stock. The Trick Flows seem to always be out of stock. I don't know what the deal is there. So I want to talk about this for a second. So with these pistons, you can run whatever cam you want to run, especially with a Trick Flow head. So these are specifically designed for the Trick Flow head. So for me, this would be a really good option if I ever do, say, another engine build, just to go with a set of these. So I really like those, and I want to set it myself. Edelbrock heads, yep, decent. Yeah, they got some stuff back in stock, guys. I know these companies have been struggling to get stuff in stock. All of your packages are pretty much out of stock here. Head gaskets, okay. So here's something that I didn't know. Well, they're out of stock, but I didn't know that they carried, is the piston and valve clearance checker. So if you guys don't know, this thing does not move. This thing has been locked down in position, and this is what you need when you check your piston and valve clearance. You know, this area right in here. But you can make them yourself, but that's best just to buy it. Let's see if they're back in stock with valve covers, because I've been needing some valve covers. These SV, yeah, look at that. The SVE valve covers are back in stock. Here's the short. What's the difference? A kit. Okay, so this comes with everything. Wow, that's not a bad deal. You might as well go ahead and go this route because you get your gaskets and all. $194, and they are in freaking stock. And if you don't know, these valve covers actually clear most 1.7 roller rockers. It's kind of what they were designed for. They don't have the internal bosses that are in the way like our stock valve covers. But, just make sure of that. But typically, see right here it says, clears most roller rockers. It's a good option. The Trick Flow, these have been out of stock for a while. Okay. Sniper stuff. So the problem that we run into with EFI cars is a lot of these other valve covers won't work with EFI cars unless you have like a bread box style intake or something like that. All right, so the camshafts, cool. B cam, E cam, F cam, X, they're all in stock. Trick Flow cams are all in stock. They've even got some Anderson N41, and I want to say that Anderson may be sold out of their own cams. B31 sold out. Anderson N91. So they got some serious freaking cams over here for, street style setups and even race applications. Okay, right here. Check this out. These things are awesome. I've used these myself and they work great. If you guys want to save yourself some time, get a set of these whenever you do your next cam swap. All you got to do is pull your upper intake off, pull your valve covers off, pull your valve train off, your rockers, and drop these things down in there, and it will connect to your lifter, and you can pull it up and lock them in with this right here, these little wing nuts, okay? I'm telling you guys, this is a lifesaver. They make the cam install so much easier. So that's pretty cool. They got some of those in stock as well. Roller rockers. Yeah, cool. So I just wanted to really go through and look at some of the new stuff that they've got. Let's see, wheel-wise, nothing new that I see for 4-lug at least. Exhaust. There is something over here I want to show you guys. Right here. Flow tubes. Where are they at? Oh, they got some hangers. Like a whole hanger kit. That's pretty cool. I actually need that. Ooh, I didn't know they had those. Add to cart. I need those bad, actually. Tailpipe hangers. What's the difference here? 86 to 04 and 79 to 97. Let's see, I need a set of those as well to make my stuff look nice. Right here. This is what I wanted to see. 79 to 04, 2.5-inch flow tube and flange kit. Guys, this is freaking worth the money. I promise you. This really makes your car sound a lot deeper and a lot throatier. This is what we did to the red car, to the Retro Fox. So a lot of times whenever we change our H-pipe over to something new, like a high-flow H-pipe or X-pipe or Pro Chamber, whatever the case may be, we forget to order these pieces. This is what goes in front of the muffler. Okay, this is after your H-pipe, and trust me, it makes a difference. Oh, crap, they got 3-inch. What? I didn't know they had those. Oh, we gotta get a set of these, guys. I gotta have a set of these. I didn't know they had them in 3-inch. Yes, sir. We will be not right now because I'm broke at the moment, but we will be purchasing these at some point here pretty soon. Whoa, what was the tailpipe deal? All right, so while we're right here, I gotta look at the tailpipes. I gotta look, see if they've got any 2.5-inch tailpipes. For you guys that obviously do like to run tailpipes, the 2.5 is a major upgrade. I love these Jones mufflers. I'm not going to go into it right now. But, well, of course, they're out of stock on my 3-inch that I need. But they do have Jones mufflers, and I recommend these, honestly, if you're looking for that Flowmaster sound, something really deep and throaty. But I'm here to look at the tailpipes. Where are the tailpipes? What? Where are the tailpipes at? I know they got them. Huh. It's kind of weird. So let's just search. There we go. All right. 2.5-inch Flowmaster. Let's see what else they got in GT form for me. There's a whole kit. I don't need that. There is a turn down kit ready to go. So you can just bolt that on and you're good to go, guys, right over here in this corner. Okay, so looks like, oh, wow, they got 3-inch. Check this out. So they do have 3-inch tailpipes for you guys, LX, GT, or Cobra. Now that's not going to work on a GT unless it has a Cobra bumper, unless you just want to completely hack up your bumper. But wow, look at that. That coupled with your flow tubes and then a nice X pipe or H pipe, and you'd be good to go. That's cool. All right, let's go back over here though, real quick. Like, I want to look at this. Yes, right here. All right, so for you GT guys that need a bigger exhaust, here you go. And these things work. I have 2 sets of these, and they work flawlessly. I got one on the gray car and one set on the red car, and they work out great. Now, here's the funny thing, if you guys don't know, real quick, like, the bigger the pipe, the deeper your car and the less loud it is. But the bigger the pipe, the deeper it is, and honestly, it kind of quietens your car down. But when you get on it and you put this thing to the floor and you start making some RPM, this thing's going to scream and it's going to sound awesome. But look guys, that's it. I just wanted to kind of go over some of the stuff that LMR's got, some new stuff, show you guys kind of how I search around and go through stuff. See, and I found a few things that I didn't know that I needed until I looked at them. So well guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and as always, thanks for watching.